Paul Bettany gets asked about anti-Amber Heard texts in an interview, and he puts it back on the media. Hey everybody, thank you for stopping in. My name is Scott with Sporking News Podcast. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Paul Bettany reaction, about being kind of, blindsided in an interview about anti-Amber Heard text he sent to Johnny Depp over 10 years of texts that really didn't amount to a lot. Depp and Bettany go back a long time, been friends for a very long time. So yeah, if your buddy's going through a divorce with a woman that, kind of is terrible, you might say some things. But first, I'd like to ask you to subscribe, share, like, do all those good things. Help us out because the algorithm isn't. I also like to thank everybody who stopped into last night's dump. That was a Wednesday night stream. We had the most people viewing at one point, 350. So that was awesome. And we were supposed to talk about this topic, but we talked about the Maxwell verdict. So that's why I'm doing this article now. So let's get into it. I'm going to bring this up right now. And here we go. So yeah, from Bounding into Comics, Marvel star Paul Bettany reflects on anti-Amber Heard text being made public during Johnny Depp's UK libel trial. It was an unpleasant feeling. This is from Spencer over at Bounding into Comics. Guys, if you do not check out Bounding into Comics, you really should be. They are one of the only voices in media that does reporting that I feel like looks at it from the side of people like us, actual fans, seeing all the little things they're trying to do with our favorite IPs and how they are trying to use their identity politics to twist our childhoods and change our favorite characters. So please check them out. John F. Trent is doing awesome over there. Shout out to him. But here we go. According to Avengers Infinity War and WandaVision star Paul Bettany, the feeling of having a number of particularly vulgar anti-Amber Heard text messages exchanged between himself and Johnny Depp read out loud during the former Pirates of the Caribbean star's recent UK libel trial was, to say the least, unpleasant. So these were made public last February. The 2013 text message in question saw the two actors, particularly Depp, using somewhat violent rhetoric to obscenably vent their feelings of anger towards Heard. Again, they're not acting on these things. I haven't even read this article. If you're going to find out, that's how I roll. I'm kind of a clickbait person. I see the heading and I go, that would be a good article to cover. So, but your buddy's going through a nasty divorce. She is, in my opinion, a terrible human being that attacks little channels like mine. Not me personally, but people like E-Hacker. I mean, Entertainment Hacker, dude. The guy's great guy, nicest guy, family man, and her people go after him, allegedly. Shout out to him too. But in one conversation read out loud to the UK court, Bettany texts Depp, "I just thought of a way for us to make a lot of money." I'm terrible at accents, but I'm going to still do it. "I know you already have a lot of money, but I mean a lot of money with very little effort. First off, all we buy Amber a pet beaver, and then we take pictures of you shaving said beaver." The Vision actor added. I love how he words things. All that's left to do is to create a website with the domain name Johnny Depp Shaves Amber Heard's Beaver. And then we sell advertising space like effing crazy. Clearly, there are many spinoffs you could poke, stroke, and punch, etc. All right, dude. Again, that was funny. I mean, little vulgar, whatever. When guys get together, we do say some messed up stuff to each other. You should see us at work. Later that year, amidst a discussion of whether or not Heard was a witch, Bettany told Depp, "I'm not sure we should burn Amber. She is delightful company and pleasing on the eye. We could, of course, do the English course of action and perform a drowning test. Thoughts? You have a swimming pool." Now, I don't know if he's doing like the Monty Python or even the historical, like if she floats, she's a witch, so no matter what, either she drowns and she's innocent, or she floats and she's a witch. Again, two buddies, probably Bettany, the context. We don't see everything of these text messages from the day before, the day after, what was going on with Depp and Amber Heard that day, that week, that month, and Bettany trying to make them laugh. So we go on with Depp's reply. He says, "Let's drown her before we burn her. I will F her burnt corpse afterwards to make sure she's dead." That is vulgar. I love it though. "My thoughts entirely," Bettany agreed. "Let's be certain before we pronounce her a witch." Okay, so Bettany didn't go as far as, F her burnt corpse, as Depp did, but he's just, trying to make his buddy laugh. Let me know in the comments below if you don't agree. Are you too sensitive? Like, between two men, this is a personal conversation. This was thought to always be private. They never expected this to be in a courtroom. So yeah, two buddies acting like morons. Maybe I'm immature. Let me know in the comment section below. Asked for his thoughts on the publicization, sorry guys, I can't read, of these messages during a recent interview with UK news outlet The Independent. Bettany told staff culture reporter Annabelle Nugent, "I think that's a really difficult subject to talk about, and I think that I just pour fuel on the fire. It was very strange. It was a strange moment," he reflected, pausing for what Nugent described as an eternity before continuing. "What was strange about it was you suddenly have one of the most scrupulous newspapers in London, one of the worst, and their lawyers pouring through your texts for the last 10 years. So let's not forget that, 10 years of texts. Can you imagine what it would be like, honestly, to have a bunch of lawyers go through every one of your emails and texts for 10 years? He asked. "All I can tell you was that it was an unpleasant feeling." Though Depp eventually lost his UK libel trial, his US-based defamation case against Heard is currently set to head to trial on April 11, 2022. What do you make of Bettany's feelings towards his conversation with Depp being made public? Let us know your thoughts on social media or the comments down below. Look, again, this was private conversation with someone who's, okay, so Depp's private conversations or text messages or emails with someone who is not involved in the case. Should that be made public? Okay. Yes, he's an actor, but he's still a private citizen. We couldn't even get like the black book in the Maxwell trial, talking about human trafficking, but we can get, them joking about her being a witch. Like, it just makes you wonder why. I mean, the truth will always find its way out. Did Bettany go too far? I don't think so. Is Amber Heard terrible? I believe so. And these newspapers that spent probably weeks going through his text messages to find just a few that were anti-Heard. I mean, that's 10 years. Look at the relationship Depp and Heard have had. And you tell me that a couple texts isn't too bad for a buddy trying to probably make his other friend feel better. You know what I mean? Yes, it might be vulgar. Yes, you may not agree with it, but that was a private communication between two pals. And, maybe that shouldn't have been allowed to see outside the court. But then again, that's hard for me to say, because if something I want to hear doesn't come out of the court, so I'm being kind of hypocritical. What I do know is he handled it with style. Bettany is a class act. Amber Heard is trash. Johnny Depp deserves to win the defamation case. He deserves to have his career back. No matter what he chooses to do in his private life, being it partying, whatever, that's his private life. Okay? He lost many millions of dollars on roles because people believed her stories. And me personally, I don't. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, if you're new here, please subscribe. Really help out the channel. We're trying to get to 2,000. We need less than like 80 people. So I'd appreciate it. Also, to my channel members, you guys are the lifeblood of this. So thank you so much. If you want to join, there is a link below. But this one goes out to them. Thank you guys. Have a great day.